And we're back. A lot has gone on in my life recently, so I've been putting off making this video because it's just been a whole string of misfortune, a whole bunch of terrible events coming one after the last, and I finally decided to sit down and record myself talking so we all know what's going on here. I've been working on a new album. Will that come out anytime soon? Who knows? There's no way of knowing. So I graduated university in May with a bachelor's degree in music, and I've posted a whole bunch of compositions that I've written that I did as part of this degree. And those are some of my most popular videos on this channel. Obviously, nothing is going to surpass like FL Studio project breakdowns or whatever, but that kind of video, it tells me that I can basically just create music, and there is going to be a subset of people who want to hear what I'm writing. That is so, like, mind-boggling to me. The fact that even someone who has a degree in music like myself, someone who is highly educated, someone who knows what they're doing, like, it still feels like because I'm the one writing this shit, it just has to be shit. But it isn't. And it's nice to be affirmed in that, I suppose. And I guess this sounds a bit sappy or ridiculous, but I am grateful for everybody who has stuck around and watched my videos and has listened to my music, even if they don't know me in real life, and it just means a lot. So, an update on my life. I worked from May until the end of November at a cemetery doing a whole bunch of groundskeeping related things, mostly just cutting grass, but I did some other stuff like fiddling with gravestones and digging big piles of dirt and hammering things. It's good work, but it's very all-consuming, very draining. So basically, that entire 6-month period, the only work that I've got done is basically what has been posted either on YouTube or on SoundCloud, and I have like a 30-second work in progress that is up, but I've got a whole bunch of unfinished projects that I've started, but I haven't actually sat down in front of the computer and just made something. At least not nearly as much as I want to. There's the track with Mexia, which I think is a good song, and everyone should go listen to it, by the way. It's on, and I think you should listen to it on Mexia's YouTube channel. That's just my personal opinion. And of course, there was the piano piece I wrote as part of the Canadian War Art Project thing, based on the Alex Colville painting, and everyone should go listen to that too. But, I mean, you're listening to me yapping. If you're listening to me yapping, you probably already know that I write music, and you probably already heard these pieces, so I'll stop going off and get to what I really want to talk about today, is that I built a new computer. Anyone who has watched any of the videos on this channel will understand the performance issues I've been having with writing my music, especially the huge production things. Like, I'll open up a project file, and then every time I hit the space bar, it just stutters, and it's like white noise, it's like dial-up internet sounding, and there's no... Like, I can't even explain to you how the project works because the performance on my computer was so bad that the audio just didn't work properly. And I don't have that problem anymore because I built a pretty high-end gaming PC. The step up in performance is, like, unheard of. It's ridiculous because going from a computer that blue screens on Microsoft Word to a computer that can basically do anything is it almost doesn't feel like it's real, you know? It feels like I spent $3,000 on this computer because I did. So I'm just going to go through the parts that I have and explain basically the process of putting it together. I was going to make a video of building the computer, but scheduling didn't work out well with the person I was going to have do the actual video recording, so it's whatever. I just did it on my own. And I'm going to talk about it now. I did it a few months ago now at this point. And then I meant to make a video, and then I sort of got sidetracked by being able to actually play video games again, which is pretty crazy. So the processor, the big game changer right here, is a Ryzen 9 7900X, which is a 12-core processor. It's one of the higher end AMD processors. It's pretty nice. It's very fast. And I put that with 32 gigs of 6000 megahertz DDR5 RAM, and that's G.Skill Ripjaw, I think. And I've got a 2 terabyte 990 Pro Samsung NVMe SSD which is also very fast. The one thing I want to upgrade if I upgrade in the future is I want to get more storage space, because 2 terabytes when you have a whole bunch of games and audio files and video stuff is just not enough. But, that is a thing that can be upgraded. I could also get another couple sticks of RAM and bring it up to 64 gigs, but I think 32 is plenty as of right now. Is there any real reason to go above 32 for my purposes? I don't really think so, because I could play any game and record it or live stream, and FL Studio does not have the issue of getting clogged up the way it used to. I may find a way of making that happen, but I was stuck with 8 gigs of RAM, and the upgrade is, well, I quadrupled my RAM size, right? So I have much more ability to have different channels going, have a million plugins open. It won't cause the same problems that I used to have. The processor I got, the 7900X, is known to be a very good processor, but it's also known to be overpriced, and I got it on sale. It was 37% off. So I would say if you want to build my computer, get the 7850X3D rather than the 7900X, just because it's more cost appropriate. And of course there's the graphics card. I got an AMD graphics card, which people say, oh, that's not what you want to do. I looked at the performance rating, compared this card to the NVIDIA alternative card, and said, this one is cheaper. I'm getting this one. The card I ended up getting is AMD Radeon 7800 XT, which is comparable to the 4070 Ti range card from NVIDIA. And it's just a cheaper card, so I was like, hey, the performance is better here, and it costs less. I'm going to get it. People say the drivers are a little bit screwy. I haven't noticed any problems so far. Who knows? I've been playing Doom Eternal with max settings and ray tracing turned on. With frame generation, I'm getting like 300 frames a second. There's nothing to complain about for me, I think. That's in 1440p, by the way. My display is a 1440p display now. No upscaling, no anything like that. I'm just playing natively in 1440p, and it looks great, and I've had no performance issues except for one issue, which I think was just the game screwing up and not my graphics card, because the level didn't load. But that's, yeah. I have an Arctic cooling all-in-one liquid cooler, and that's about it, really. I'm not a big fan of the RGB stuff, but I have RGB case fans because they came with the case, and it was a cheap case that had fans in it already, and I didn't have to figure out buying fans separately. The case is, I think, a Phanteks case. I have a Corsair power supply. The motherboard is, I think, ASRock, however you say it. I'm going to put a full list of parts in the description, just in case anybody's interested. It's really not that crazy, but it has been nice to be able to, play video games and have a computer that doesn't explode every 12 seconds. So it's good. It's good. Now that I'm working less, I am probably going to be spending more time working on music. Fingers crossed. Who knows? New music coming soon? I don't know. I can't promise anything, but I will try. I promise I will try. But yeah, building the computer was not that hard, actually. I just needed to buy all the stuff and put that in the right spot. And I'm glad I did it myself, because it was an experience that I've learned a lot from it, and I would definitely do it again. And now I know how to do it, right? So I could help other people that I know do it, and it's just, yeah. If you're going to get a PC, I recommend building it yourself. Not because you have to be some tech whiz, just because it's a good experience, and I've handled many a cable in my day, as they say. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but thanks for watching this. It's different from my other videos, but I used to make videos kind of like this with gameplay and talking. But if people like it, maybe I'll do more of them, but I'm not sure. It's just a hypothetical. But yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good one.